is the Jeff Kai's Auto Sports Desk.
The Ponies wrap up the first half of the regular season. The Dix Open is 23 days away from teeing off, and Bearcats softball finishes in the top 25 for 2025. Welcome to the Sports Desk. The first half of the Eastern League's regular season is wrapping up this week. Ponies already locking up a spot for the playoffs in September, but still with something to play for. Binghamton can finish out the first half without losing a single series if they can take 3 games from Harrisburg. Putting her face on the mound as its former Rumble Pony Tyler Stuart getting the start for the Sens. Bit of trouble in the first, but Stewart able to get out of it thanks to the JT Sports pop-up that strands 2 for the Rumble Ponies. Tied at 1 now in the bottom of the third. 2 on for Harrisburg when Murphy Steely sends a double over DeAndre Smith's head. Philip Glasser and Paul DeJong are both going to come around to score. This makes it a 3-1 Senators lead after 3 innings. And that's all about Harrisburg would need for the night. 5th inning, Carlos De La Cruz breaks it open. He sends this one to deep center over Nick Morbido's head. Harrisburg able to put up 4 more runs in the 5th, 6th, and 7th inning combined. Ponies go ahead and drop the opener against the Senators 7-3. Game 2, Wednesday night at 6:30 p.m. The centerpiece of summer sports in the Southern Tier is 23 days away from teeing off on its first round. The Dix Open is back in July for 2025 and back at En-Joie Golf Club for another year. Preparations are well underway in Endicott for the event as structures and grandstands are going up all along the greens. This year's first round tees off on Friday, July 11th, but the 3 rounds of PGA Champions Golf is just the beginning of all that's going on. Tournament Executive Director John Carides tells 12 Sports his team is getting ready for a full week's worth of entertainment in the 607.
Everything's coming right along the plan. All of our structures are up. Currently, companies are putting the tent tops up, the carpeting going down. Sully Murphy and his staff have the golf course in great shape. So before we know it, some of the best PGA Tour Champions players are going to be right here in Endicott.
Along with the tourney, there is a 5K race that kicks off the event on Sunday, July 6th. The UHS Health Expo on Wednesday, and of course the Pro-Am begins Thursday. Golf for the PGA Champions Tour Dix Open starts on Friday for the first round with Maroon 5 headlining this year's concert. You can find all the details for events of the week right now on the 12 Sports homepage. Also tipping off for another summer in the Southern Tier is the Gus Macker 3-on-3 basketball tournament. The event shuts down the streets of Norwich each year and will do so again for a 28th time on July 11th, 12th, and 13th. The 3-on-3 half-court tourney brings thousands to the city of Norwich each summer. The event that is hosted by the Norwich YMCA is designed to celebrate basketball, community, and competition. James Mullen, the YMCA's executive director, says the tournament helps build a culture of community, that through the game of basketball.
You know, it's just exciting to see a lot of the visitors to our region, and it gives us an opportunity to showcase what we can do in bringing a national 3-on-3 tournament to Norwich.
Part of the proceeds from the event go directly back to the YMCA to help with operating costs throughout the year. You can find out more details and register as well on our website, WBNG.com. And a couple of news and notes from campus as Bearcats put a bow on the 2024-2025 academic year. Bearcats softball finished the year in the highest spot in rankings history for the program. Bing ended up 17th in the final D1Softball.com mid-major rankings. Bearcats are the first team ever as well from the America East to crack the mid-major rankings. The conference regular season and tourney champs ended the year with a 36-14 record, as well as a trip to the NCAAs and the Eugene Regional. Also, Bearcat softball adding some depth in the outfield via the transfer portal, 5th-year grad Darian McDonough signing on to spend her year in college at Binghamton. The Rhode Island native played in 106 games at Boston College, starting 73. She had 6 homers, 26 RBI as an Eagle before her career was cut due to injury. And Bearcats women basketball adding 2 new assistant coaches to its bench for next season. Jason Marshall, Evelyn Thompson, both joining Mary Grimes' staff. Marshall returning to Binghamton after being an assistant in 2013-2014. Thompson spent last year at UMass Lowell as the recruiting coordinator. Bearcats finished the first year under Coach Mary Grimes with a 15-15 record. That's it for us tonight. We are back tomorrow for your final Athlete of the Week on a Wednesday. Well, right now, I'll throw it back over to Autria to finish this up here at 11.